Today in the kitchen, I'm making Mexi dips and chips. I used to get this at Taco Bueno, and I just want to make a copycat recipe of that at home. I've got some beans that I'm starting, and I'm gonna cook these up all morning, and then once they get soft, then I'm gonna mash them up and make them into refried beans. The beans have been cooking for several hours and they're soft, so I'm gonna go ahead and start mashing them up to make them into refried beans. I'm going to add in some hot sauce. I don't really measure this, just measure with your heart, add however much you would like, and then continue mashing up the beans until they become refried beans. And you can just keep mashing them until it gets to the desired consistency of refried beans. I like mine a little more chunky, so I'm finished doing that. In a crock pot, I've put a block of Velveeta and also a can of Rotel and added a little bit of milk. I'm going to brown 2 pounds of ground meat, and I'm going to add some taco seasoning to that, and we will add that to the Velveeta and Rotel. The taco seasoning that I'm adding is equal parts chili powder, garlic powder, seasoned salt, ground cumin, and onion powder. And I've just added 2 tablespoons of that mixture into this meat. I'm going to finish browning this up and cooking it until it's well done. The meat is well done, so I'm going to go ahead and add that to the Velveeta and Rotel. And then just stir that around. The Mexi dips and chips that you would get at Taco Bueno do not have the meat and the cheese. However, I like to add the meat in with this cheese. Just gives a little more substance and flavor to the cheese. And then I'm gonna make some guacamole. I have 3 avocados. Just cut those up, and then I'm gonna remove the pits. Scrape the avocados into a bowl. And then I'll mash them all together with a fork. And then I'm just gonna make an easy guacamole adding Pico De Gallo. I have this container that's pre-made, the Pico De Gallo from H-E-B, and I'm just gonna add the entire container to the avocados. Add in some lime juice. I don't measure this out. I just add a little bit of lime juice, and then we're gonna mix this all together. And now that the guacamole is ready, it's time to start plating the dinner. I have 3 bowls for each of the dips that I made, and I'm using On the Border cafe style chips. In one of the bowls, add the cheese. And then in the next bowl, I'm gonna add the guacamole. And in the last bowl, I'm gonna add the beans. And then add some chips to the plate. You can find the full recipe in the description box down below. Enjoy! Dinner is served. Thank y'all for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe and let us know if you tried Mexi dips and chips. We'll see you next time in the kitchen.